Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is James and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be doing another episode of It's Kibble Talks Watches. Before we jump into today's episode, I just want to say sorry for not uploading recently. You guys, if you go onto my videos, you'll see it's been a little bit of a gap, and I said I'd make a video every 2 days. But I've been incredibly busy with work recently, and not only that, I've been waiting for a little something. One of the things I cannot use, it's literally unusable for me, but the other thing I've got set up right now, so let me turn them on and see if there's much of a difference. Let me know down in the comments if there is. Okay, so I'm back. Let me know how much of a difference this makes. I've got two humongous spotlights, or softbox lights, or whatever you want to call them, set up right now. Let me quickly show you actually. So there's one and there's the other. They're set up. I do live in a very small room, so unfortunately there's not like a ton of room to have all this stuff set up, and I did get a green screen because I was going to get rid of the background. I'm going to have to modify that green screen because it's a pop-up one, but unfortunately it's 2 meters by 1.5 meters and it's just too large to have in the room. So I need to pretty much custom size it to this my little cupboard area. And then get Velcro, like double-sided Velcro strap, so I can Velcro it on and then just take it off nice and easy. That's the plan anyway, so we'll see how that goes. But let me know if you think the spotlights make a huge difference. The reason I got them is it's winter here in the UK, so it's getting dark at like 3-4 p.m. And not only that, it's really difficult sometimes to get the perfect lighting on the shots, you know, of my watches. So now I can get really good shots of my watches with enough light. So in today's episode of It's Kibble Talks Watches, I'm not sure what the title is yet, but it's going to be something along the lines of shrinking my collection or my next expensive watch, or I might try and put both in there in the title, because I'm going to be talking about both because they kind of relate to each other. But recently I upgraded to a bigger watch box, a 10-piece watch box from my 6-piece watch box. Now, for those of you that have been following for a while, you know I had a rule. Once I have 6 watches, it's 1 in, 1 out. So if I get a 7th watch, I have to get rid of one of my watches. And it was a good system because it kept the watch number down and it allowed me to sort of actually give the watches time on the wrist. Because at the end of the day, for me personally, I don't like owning a watch that I'm not wearing, because it's like, it just feels really pointless, you know what I mean? Like, this is an object to be enjoyed on the wrist personally, and this is my personal opinion. Obviously I know people who have like literally like 50-60 watches and most of them never ever get worn. You know what, that's their collecting philosophy, like that's how they like to collect, and that's fair enough. I'm not gonna try and change their way of collecting. I'm just talking for myself. My way of collecting is that I want to actually wear my watches, and to be completely honest, upgrading to this bigger watch box has made me realize I really don't wear my watches like as often as I should. And for me personally, I'm not a fan of that. So I'm really considering shrinking my collection. Right now, I have quite a few pieces in my collection with this new Alpha that's come in as well. And I'm thinking of shrinking it down, and I want to tell you guys what I'm planning on doing. Now, this isn't set in stone yet. I'm just letting you guys know, so maybe I can get your guys' opinion before I do this. So recently I picked up this little Oris. This is a 1960s Oris. It's missing a second hand. I'm going to go get it serviced probably December, January time. It's got T on the dial for tritium. It's a pretty cool watch. It's gold plated. It works. And I'm thinking of getting this completely serviced. Not like polished, not new dial, nothing like that. I'm going to get a second hand put on, just get it in functional condition. And then that would mean I have a Oris Arctic GT. I'll put pictures up on screen. And also a vintage Oris, which I had long ago. I used to have a vintage Oris and I unfortunately sold it and I regret it to this day. But I really love this one that I've got right now. And once I get a second hand on it as well, and it's working right now, it just needs a second hand. It's going to be such a cool watch, and I am truly going to wear that watch. Right now my Oris is with CG. She's going to be doing a review of it soon, so make sure you go check out her channel. And obviously I've been wearing, whilst my Oris is gone, I've been wearing this Alpha Daytona Paul Newman review coming soon. Keep an eye out. And I've been really enjoying it, like a lot, like surprisingly a lot, and you'll see why in the review once I get to it. But I'm really thinking of shrinking it down. And I'm thinking all I'm going to have left is going to be my Oris Arctic GT, the vintage Oris, and this Alpha. And obviously my work watch, which is a new watch that I got, which I didn't do a video on because most of you wouldn't really care. It's just a chronograph Skagen quartz, nothing too fancy. It's actually pretty bad in my opinion, but I needed a work watch a watch that we sold at work, so I picked up that nice and cheap. So that was good. That's what I'll probably be left with. Them 3 watches, this, my Oris, and the vintage. So a vintage date with just a date, a sporty day date with the Oris, and then this awesome little manual chronograph. That would leave me with them 3. Now don't worry, that's not me going, that would be my final 3 watches. Far from it. I'm thinking of selling the rest, which means selling my Seiko SKX 009, selling my 1987 7A36 or 38 or whatever it is, the chronograph. I'll put pictures up on screen as I'm talking about them. My birth year Seiko 5. Now, before you go, that was your birth year watch. I didn't buy it because of that. I was looking for a Seiko 5 and I happened to find one that was my birth year, so I thought I'd pick it up. It's not really like that big of a deal to me. I just wanted a Seiko 5, and the fact that it was birth year just made it like a death. My Citizen Eagle 7. Now, that is a piece that I've had for a very, very long time, but I haven't wore it in forever, and it just sits there. I can't justify having it anymore personally. It's in complete original condition. It's a beautiful watch, and I know so many people out there who are looking for Eagle 7s and would actually wear it and appreciate it. And it kind of just pains me to know that it's just sitting in that box. I hate that. For myself, like if that's what your watch is doing, you're completely fine with that. I'm glad, because that means you can keep all the watches. But me personally, I just feel really bad like owning it, and I just don't want it like sitting there. Personally, for me. And then also the one I got recently, which was the Vostok Amphibia, the blue one. I love the blue. The watch is really, really cool. Obviously, you guys have seen my review of the Amphibia. It wasn't so kind, but yeah, in terms of a nice looking watch, it definitely is. And I got a very good deal off one of the YouTubers, so I'll get in contact with him first before I even sell that, just to let him know that if it's okay. Obviously, I bought it, so it's kind of mine now, but I want to let him know either way. So that would leave me with 3 watches. Like I was saying, that means I'd get rid of everything else. Now, for those of you that don't know, I buy and sell watches on the side. I've got a lot of Timexes right now, or not a lot. I've got a few vintage Timexes, and I've got a few other watches on the way that are going to be up on the website soon, which means I'm still going to have watches coming in and out that I can wear and, you know, appreciate and like still continue to sort of collect in a sense, but they're being bought to sold on, so I won't be keeping them. Now, my personal collection, I want to be refined. I want to have like meaning behind it. So I'm really contemplating my next watch right now. And if I sold all these pieces, it could probably go towards that watch. And I want to hear your guys' opinion, because I've got like an ultimate grail. My ultimate grail is like the AP Royal Oak, but I've recently changed it a little bit to something I really, really, really like. So let's just go through a few of the watches I really, really like and contemplating getting. I'll put pictures up on screen. So the Nomos Orient 38 Datum, or Datum, or however you say it, which is its recommended retail price is about £2,240, but you can pick it up secondhand about 1.5. I do like the Nomos. I think it looks absolutely brilliant. Let me know what you think. I'm contemplating another Oris. So the Oris Artelier Blue, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'll put pictures up on screen as well. It retails at £1,250, but secondhand on the grey market, you can pick it up for about £950. Another one I really, really like, and my opinion on it has definitely changed, but I'm not like 100% on this one, is the Omega Seamaster Professional 300. You know, the James Bond, Pierce Brosnan, with the blue wave dial. I love that dial. The bracelet looks crap in my opinion, so I'd probably swap it out, but the watch looks amazing, and I'm really contemplating it. But every YouTuber here has it pretty much, so I don't know. I don't want to feel like everyone's just going, he's just getting that watch because everyone else has got it. But you can pick it up for about 1,500 right now, is what I'm finding. And then another one I'm really contemplating is Young Hans Max Bill, which you can pick up for about 1.2, so £1,200. I'll put pictures up on screen. Beautifully clean dial, proper sort of German watch, and I love it. So they're the sort of attainable ones, potentially attainable. Definitely not now. Probably by the end of like next year. Now, the only thing, and TGV I think recently did a video about a similar thing, and he was saying the YouTube channel is like a conflict of interest on having a small collection. I kind of agree. You know, we as YouTube channels about watches get watches in to do videos on as well. It's not just to have for our own personal, even though this was like more of an experiment. You know, I picked it up because I like the way it looks, but also I was like really interested to make a video on it for you guys, and it turned into be a really fun watch that I absolutely love at the moment. But yeah, it is like a conflict of interest. Like I was saying, them 4 pieces I mentioned are definitely attainable by the end of next year, I reckon. So I'm debating whether to save up for them or just continue with this cycle of buying Seikos and Citizens and stuff like that. Pieces I don't really need and aren't really filling anything for me. Like the SKX I got because I thought I really liked it and all this, and I don't really like it that much anymore, if I'm completely honest. It's just one of those watches that I'm like, not really got a connection to anymore. I pick it up and I'm like, I don't know I'm going to get a lot of hate for saying that, but that's just me personally. Now, the thing I want to kind of touch upon is my new kind of grail that I really want to get. It is the Rolex Yachtmaster 116622, which is not the Yachtmaster 2, the Yachtmaster. So wait, is it the 16622? I don't know. There's 2 different ones I really like. There's the one with the blue dial with the red second hand. I'll put a picture up on screen. And then there's one with the grey dial. I can't remember what it's called. It's got an actual name. With a light blue second hand, and it's really nice. I'm debating between the 2, and I don't know which one I would get if I could get either. I want to know your guys' opinion and what you think. Now, the reason I'm talking about that is because it's about 5 to 6 grand, which is obviously not attainable for me personally by the end of next year. It's more going to be quite a few years. Now, the thing I want to touch upon, if I cut my collection down to them 3 pieces, the vintage Oris, the modern Oris, and this piece, do you think I could live with them pieces? Obviously, that's for me to decide, but I want to know your opinion. Do you think I should just stick to them 3 pieces and save up for that Rolex, and then have that as my 4th watch? Or do you think I should go with something in between before that, you know, like an Omega, like a Junghans, like a Nomos or something, and then the Omega, then the Rolex, sorry. Like, what's your opinion? Do you think anyone can sort of hold out 3 to 4 years before buying a watch? Probably longer for me personally. Or do you think they can do it? I don't know. Like, for me personally, I don't know if I'd be able to do it. Like, I get too tempted with watches like this, and I just end up grabbing them, and then that's like a chunk out of the savings. I really don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to actually do it. Let me know what your guys' collecting philosophy is. Do you have like 50 watches? Do you only have like 2 watches? You know, there's like the perfect trio, you know. People sometimes just have 3 watches and that's it. I want to know how many you have and what is your philosophy on the collection. But yeah, let me know what you think about me selling off all my watches. All of them but them 3. I want to know your opinion. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. I just wanted to catch up with you guys and just have this video, just talk. It's been a while since I've just done a video just talking about things. And the reason I like doing these is because I have like very few notes, and then I just let the words come out, you know what I mean? Instead of like truly scripting it, I just let it flow, and then if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't, but it's just one of those. I think it's fun. Let me know all the answers to the questions I asked down below, and I'll see you all in the next video, which will be a review of the Alpha. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you for watching, take care, and peace out.